Hello, I'm Todd Starnes. A Twitter war has landed a Texas Christian University student in hot water. Harry Vincent, 19 years old, suspended for slamming Islam, calling the Baltimore rioters hood rat criminals, and using a derogatory term for Mexicans. For his crime, Mr. Vincent was ordered to do 60 days of community service, attend a diversity training class, and see a psychiatrist. Mr. Vincent is a member of the College Republicans and the Young Americans for Freedom, and he joins me from his home in Maryland. So, Mr. Vincent, you write these tweets over several months, and it's my understanding the person who complained does not even attend TCU. Is that correct?
Yes, Todd, that is correct.
So tell me about this person who complained.
Well, this is a middle school acquaintance of mine who was actually a bully in middle school towards me and my friend group. And I guess she's always had it out to get me. And, through middle school, high school, and now college, she's held a grudge. And now she's finally completed what she wanted to do in, causing drastic effect to my life. She got me suspended from college.
So look, you admitted that some of the things you had written over the course of these several months were inappropriate. I know your Twitter handle is Classy Patriot, not so classy, but you apologized for those. Tell me about that.
Yes, I do apologize for the tweet regarding the derogatory word towards Mexicans coming from the East Coast. I had never heard that word before. A friend of mine said it, and I wrongfully thought it was funny and tweeted it. And I do apologize for the offense that tweet did cause. However, the other tweets I stand behind. I won't back down from those tweets. I won't be quieted by the TCU administration.
And look, Harry, you're facing a lot of trouble here. You had an encounter with Gloria Robinson, the dean of students here at TCU. Tell me what she told you in that meeting.
In that initial meeting, Gloria Robinson told me that these tweets were not what a TCU student should be saying. She told me that that I needed to write a letter of apology and a letter stating what I believe my punishment should be. And in that letter, she said that if I were to use the First Amendment as a reason behind my tweets, that I could face a more severe punishment.
Well, God forbid you actually defend yourself using the United States Constitution on American soil. So you write this apology, but that wasn't good enough. You were punished. Tell us about the punishment here. You've been suspended from school.
Right. I've been suspended under abeyance, which means that I would be at TCU strictly for academic purposes. I wouldn't be allowed to attend football games. I wouldn't be allowed to go to the rec center. I had to drop my fraternity for a year. I wouldn't be allowed to live on residence halls. And if I were to step foot in a residence hall, Gloria Robinson made it very clear that I would be considered a trespasser on TCU property, and that they would be looking at the cameras and checking to see if I were visiting my friends in the residence halls.
Unbelievable. And she also wants you to go see a psychiatrist. Why does she want you to see a shrink?
Right. Well, my original lawyers said, hey, before you give him this punishment, let him meet with a psychiatrist, so that way, we can say it's unhealthy for Harry to not be around his friends and not have that social aspect of college. And then Gloria Robinson said that she would advise me to continue meeting with the shrink and keep up with our meetings.
So look, Harry, I mean, you're a good kid, a patriot. You're a member of the College Republicans, Young Americans for Freedom. I want to get your take here. I mean, you've been through a pretty difficult situation here. It sounds to me like you've been the victim of a Twitter lynch mob.
You know what? That's exactly what it is, Todd. It's funny because on that first meeting, when I'm being slammed for my tweets against radical Islam, was the same day that two radical Islamics shot up a freedom of speech event in Garland, Texas. And then fast forward around 3 months, I have my appeal meeting at the school. It's the same day that 4 Marines are shot in Chattanooga and 1 naval officer is shot and they're all killed. And so I'm being slammed for these tweets against Islam when I have seen no evidence of it being a peaceful religion. All I have been seeing is, these radical extreme events.
So what are you going to do here? I know you have an attorney. Are you going to go back to TCU, or are you going to go to a school that actually appreciates the United States Constitution?
Right. I'm still deciding with my lawyers. We're still talking, keeping my options open. I may return to TCU. I may look into schools that do uphold the Constitution. It would be very hard for me to pay the great sum of money that TCU costs and then attend and not be allowed to speak my mind. I'm debating maybe enlisting in the Marine Corps or working for my dad's small business. So I am keeping my options open at this point.
Well, when you look at the facts, you are a Christian, you are a conservative, and you are a white guy. Harry, I got to tell you, I don't think you had a fighting chance against these speech police there at TCU.
No, absolutely not.
All right. Harry, thank you so much for joining us, and the best of luck to you. Now, some final thoughts. TCU is a private school, and they are not bound by the First Amendment. But as a Christian school, they ought to be bound by the good book. Harry Vincent spoke his mind, but instead of honoring free speech, TCU chose to silence this young man. And in doing so, they are sending a chilling message to other students. The irony is that Harry Vincent was punished more severely than some of the Baltimore rioters. I'm Todd Starnes.